to keep myself strong was always the protein. I never ever looked at the carbohydrate as a part of the equation to get stronger. The protein is the building block there. It's the protein, it's the rest, and the stimulation is the training. And the balance is really the key.
And then why the shift away from carbohydrates completely? Because I don't think you really eat them hardly at all. Maybe have a cheat or something here or there, but
because I am a full-blown sugar addict. Hands down, cannot look at it any other way. If one of you guys asked me to have a bite of a cookie, well, if I took the bite, I would eat your cookie. I'd eat your cookie. Everybody else's in the room's cookie. I'd eat the box. And then I'd take somebody's car keys and I'd be headed to 7-Eleven to get all their cookies.
Don't eat your fucking cookie. It's mine.
So, because it's like, being a sugar addict is a difficult thing. Because like an alcoholic, you can say, okay, don't drink. You can't tell an alcoholic, you need to go into the bar, have one drink a day. He'd have that drink, he'd be shithouse drunk every day. Well, a sugar addict, you have to avoid sugar. If you have a little bit of sugar, and then what happens is really, as we all know, and especially know we know about nutrition now, everything we eat breaks down into sugar. So if you basically eat, even if you're not eating a straight sugar, I could even eat, plain rice and it would set me off. Shit. So to a certain extent, going back to the fat guy on the other side of the mirror, keeping the carbohydrate away keeps him on that side. So the carbohydrate is something that it's a tool. It's a very, very powerful tool, but it can also be a very, very harmful tool. You got to know how to use it.
I think you mentioned putting chocolate syrup on your
sugar free.
Oh, sugar free. Okay.
Oh no, if I was eating cookie, it was not sugar free.
Yeah.
I love that. Like most people have like a phase of like, oh, I listen to this type of music during this phase, and his phase was eating a pound of bacon every night. That's insane.
With ice cream.
With ice cream, yeah. But the question I had is like, I mean, obviously, it's very successful on your physique, but the old mindset of like, no, if I want to build muscle, I need to have the carbs for my workout, etc.
So let's break down the macronutrients, right? So we got fat, carbohydrate, and we got protein. Well, and as we learn more about all of this, we realize that now it's been proven, it was a question mark before, that excess protein can be broken down into a blood sugar. It's not an easy process for the body to do, but it can be done. So we know clearly that's part of the equation. So it's a building block and it can be an energy source. Not a very efficient one, but it's still an energy source. So there's two dimensions. Fat. When we say fat, we're talking essential fat. Let's not talk about, margarine and things like, man-made fats. Let's keep that out of the conversation. An essential fat is a very stable energy source, but also has a lot of healing qualities depending on what fat you're using. And so, again, two dimensions. Now we go to the good old carbohydrate, okay? It is an energy source, very fast. It can be like a really fast, release energy source. And it's very powerful, but it only represents energy. There's no healing, there's no building with the carbohydrate. Now, will it fill the muscle out? Yes. Will the muscle have more energy because you chocked it full? Yes. But it doesn't help with the rebuilding process. So I don't really give a shit if my muscles are not, like right now, it as funny as it sounds, I would be considered depleted. But I live my life depleted. If I went and ate, say I ate a cup of rice with 5 or 6 meals, I would fill out. I should probably take more than that, but but the bottom line is I could use a carbohydrate to fill my muscle, right? And that's something that the carbohydrate can be used for. It's a great energy source, quick release energy source, but there's no building. Yeah. So that being said, to answer the question is, when it comes down to getting strong, it's really nuts. You could be tired, but you're not really going to be stronger from the carbohydrate.